Iran's new leader is more open to pursuing a nuclear weapon, U.S. intelligence says. American intelligence agencies assess that Iran's new supreme leader, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei, is far more interested than his father and predecessor in pursuing a nuclear weapon. According to officials briefed on the assessments, Mojtaba Khamenei's father, who was killed at the start of the war in an Israeli attack aided by U.S. intelligence, had sworn off developing a nuclear weapon, while the elder leader's hesitancy was seen by many as genuine. The son has never publicly called for Iran to build a nuclear weapon, but U.S. spy agencies believe that, together with the harder-line government that emerged after the United States and Israel killed many of Iran's previous leaders, he harbors ambitions to develop advanced nuclear weaponry. The current Iranian government has already moved to assert greater control over the Strait of Hormuz and has proved a difficult negotiating partner in diplomatic talks. Analysts warn that if the U.S.-Israeli conflict has made Tehran more, rather than less, likely to pursue a nuclear weapon, it would represent another grave consequence of the killing of the supreme leader and the steps toward regime change that the Trump administration initially pursued. U.S. officials caution that most of the intelligence on Mojtaba Khamenei's views comes from before the war. He was badly injured in the early part of the conflict, and American officials say he has limited his communications and public appearances because of his injuries and because he does not want to be targeted in an airstrike. Despite this, officials assess that he remains in charge of the government, though he does not possess the absolute authority and influence that his father wielded for more than 36 years. The assessment arrives as President Trump weighs whether to intensify the military campaign against Iran. A determination that the supreme leader is potentially open to pursuing a bomb would provide additional justification for an escalation of hostilities. While U.S. officials insist that Tehran has not taken any concrete steps to restart its nuclear program, Iran has acted to preserve its nuclear assets after the United States struck key facilities last year or during pauses in the fighting. According to American officials, Iran has moved at least some centrifuges to a heavily fortified underground complex in central Iran that the United States refers to as Pickaxe Mountain. The Wall Street Journal first reported this week that Israeli intelligence had tracked the movement of those centrifuges. Officials note that such a relocation could be a first step toward rebuilding enrichment capability, but they believe that, for now, Iran's nuclear program remains dormant. That's the latest from U.S. intelligence on Iran's leadership and nuclear intentions. Thanks for listening. Listeners should stay tuned for further updates as the situation develops in the coming weeks.